in a not so friendly way. Either way though, it's pretty funny to see, believe me. So do keep your eyes peeled, particularly as we come down here through town. Now this is also a history-based tour today. I'm going to be doing a lot of talking. If anyone has any questions that they'd like to ask on the way around, please feel free to interrupt me. Shout it out, do whatever you got to do. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might ask to the best of my ability. And you know, failing that, I'll probably just make it up as I go along, right? I've discovered the trick to being a tour guide is to just sound really confident about the things you tell people, and then they just believe you. Did you guys know that 60.2% of statistics are actually made up on the spot? Yeah, I have no idea if that's true. I was just trying to prove it. But anyway, how do you check this thing off? Definitely a local. Check this thing off with a question. Just really quickly, just by a show of hands back there. Is anyone enjoying the smell? Come on guys, that's how you know you're in rotorua, right? See, I'm actually pretty lucky because I flat with two other people. And trust me, if you can deal with the smell of flatting with two other people, living in rotorua becomes incredibly easy after that. But if you're not enjoying that smell, you'll be pleased to know when we go out to the two lakes we're going to go on to today, the smell will be completely gone until we come back into the main part of town. So there's something to look forward to. But don't get too excited about that just yet, because we're actually driving into one of the smelliest areas of town right now. It's because of this place out here on the right hand side. A section of Rotorua called Sulphur Bay. As we come along here, in particular, take a look at the colour of the water. You're going to notice out here that it's really cloudy, it's really milky. It's not really your normal colour of the lake, right? And what that is it's silica that's building up in that section of the lake. Now silica gets released from the mud bubbling up underneath the surface of the water. It's found throughout all of our geothermal water in Rotorua. It's a very, very fine particle, kind of like sand. Check that out right there on the right hand side. You can see that really clear line where that silica build-up ends and the normal colour of the lake starts beginning. You can see the birds like hanging out in this area too. The water temperature is a bit warmer for them, so they're very happy out here. That big rock out in the middle there we call the bird perch. I probably don't need to describe to you why we call that the bird perch. If anyone is curious, it's because there's birds perched on it. Luckiest birds in town though. Because of all the geothermal activity in this area, that rock out there is actually warm. Those birds have underfloor heating. Really not a better place to be a bird here in Rotorua. Right, anyway, of the three lakes we're going to visit today, this is the one that we don't go on to. And it's simply because it has a bit of a pollution problem. Not with rubbish or trash or anything really bad like that, but with a type of weed that goes in the bottom of this lake. Now this is a really big lake, right? But believe it or not, this giant lake actually only has an average depth of about 4 or 5 meters. This massive lake. And we actually have to drive about 1 kilometer into it before we're floating, before we actually become a boat. And that entire time we're just collecting all of these weeds on the running gears underneath the duck as we go along. And old Sean here would have to spend about an hour rolling around underneath the duck, pulling these pieces of weed off. They cut down the biggest trees they could find in their forest, and they use these trees to carve into special super strong double-hulled walkers or canoes. Now a bunch of these walkers, these canoes, they left from their island around about 1350 AD. They called that the Great Fleet. Now a lot of these walkers made it across here to New Zealand, and when they got here, they all started settling in different places around the country. But the one that we're interested in was called the rotorua, and that settled on a small town on the east coast of the North Island, which is now known as Makatu. Now the Māori who landed at Makatu had no interest whatsoever in coming inland, because coming from the Pacific Islands, they were very used to living off the sea, right? So they simply didn't know what was going to be in store for them. But eventually they became curious, sent out some explorers to see what else the country had to offer. Now the first lake they found, when they came inland, they decided to call rotorua. Roto meaning lake, iti meaning small, narrow, or insignificant. So essentially, they found a small lake, right? They found an inlet that was feeding that lake, followed that for a couple of kilometres, which is what led them to this lake, which they very appropriately named rotorua, or Lake Number 2. So very creative namings these lakes, weren't they? Found a small lake, called it the small lake, found the second lake, and literally called it the second lake. The other weird thing about that situation is though, technically our city is called Lake Number 2. I don't really understand how that works, but that's the world we live in. But anyway, you can find a lot of stories like that in this building over here on the right hand side. Now it is unfortunately closed at the moment. You probably all heard about the big earthquake we had down on the South Island about 3 or 4 months ago now. They found some damage in this very old building, so we do have it closed at the moment to make sure it stays nice and safe. But the reason we have to take very good care of that building is older than this truck. That building was built in 1908, Tudor-style architecture, and it was originally opened as a therapeutic bathhouse. They would do a lot of different treatments in there. Here's the character with his face, seriously. Anyway, one of these treatments I always love mentioning, because it's really interesting. Now they used to take the water from the hot springs that are all around this area. We're going to see one of those hot springs very shortly. They'd pump that water into your sort of standard, everyday looking bathtub. And then they'd run electricity through the water. Right? Apparently this is good for curing arthritis for up to 6 months at a time. Although, funnily enough, with advances in modern medicine, they have worked out that shocking people in water. Notice the Tudor Towers? You imagine that place is a nightclub? But they really weren't. Anyway, how's this for a rotorua claim to fame? Here's something to be proud of. Here we go. This building here on the left, the Blue Bars, opened in 1933. Now get this. This was the first public bathhouse in New Zealand to allow males and females to bathe together in the nude. Ooh, right, yeah. I mean, Rotorua is famous for a lot of things. That's probably one of the weirder ones. But we got it. It's all ours. Go us, right? Anyway, feel free to jump up and have a look or grab a photo of this thing over here on the right-hand side. This is one of these natural hot springs I've just been talking about, where they got the water for those therapeutic treatments. While you're taking a look, take a nice big deep breath while you're at it. Because this thing smells pretty good. Yeah, right? It's called Fonga Papiro. And if you do get a nice nose full of that steam, you'll understand why they gave it that name. Because that literally translates, and I'm not kidding you, to the evil smelling or the foul smelling place. Now that honestly makes a lot of sense, right? Now you wouldn't want to go swimming in that thing. It's 100 degrees Celsius. But the Māori had these things, hundreds of them, around the area, ready to go. They could use them for cooks. The salt throughout this water was incredibly good for your skin if you bathed in it. The theory being that that silica would get into the wrinkles of your skin and help to slow down the signs of aging. That's pretty groundbreaking stuff from it. So as a result, they now pump the water directly into this place here on the left-hand side, the Polynesian Spa. One of the top 10 spas in the entire world, right there. You know how I know that? Because it says it on the door. Right there, I can't possibly be lying about that. It's full of that lovely silica-y water. It's going to make you feel lovely and young, right? In fact, I actually have an annual pass for that place. I bathe in there 5 days a week. And I don't know about you guys, but I reckon I'm looking pretty good for 40. Thank you. My mum agrees, that's the main thing, right? But no, if you do go swimming in any of the hot springs around the area, and we are so blessed to have so many, you come out feeling very silky smooth. And that's the silica you're feeling settling on your skin. Let's get you to pull your arms back. Just in case. We're going onto the main road now, so there'll be lots of cars and trucks coming past us. But alright guys, that's really us to the main part of town. Government Garden, Sulphur Point's the main attraction in here. But obviously, we want to take this massive truck and we want to drive it onto a lake, right? So we're going to head out and do that now. But in order to get out to our first lake, I'm going to bring the duck up to top speed on this main road. Now it's going to get a wee bit bumpy and a wee bit windy, so do make sure you're holding on to anything you don't want to lose. I'm talking hats, sunglasses, small children, hopes and dreams, you know, maybe all flying out the window. Alright, take this thing up again, here we go. There it is. What do you reckon? Top speed. We try. That's the main thing. But anyway, just where we are on this main road, the duck is a wee bit easier. So I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes break on the commentary. I'll pick it up when we get to the road that's going to take us to our first lake. And I'll tell you a bit about these vehicles that we're driving. Like I say, we'll just enjoy a wee cruise up the road in the meantime.